What's going on, guys? Brian Pabon. We're back with another video. Today we're going to speak about, or we're going to talk about how weighted calisthenics can be a great way to improve absolute strength. And if also done correctly and using the right rep ranges, it can help with gaining some muscle size, some mass, and a great way to just increase size on your whole upper body. So let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into today's session, I like to really start with a good warm up, really warming up my body. And a couple ways I like doing this: I get some resistance bands at times, and I do some shoulder dislocates, just making sure before I get into my pulling movements or my pushing movements that my back, my chest, and my lower body, my whole body essentially is nice and warm before I get into this high intensity calisthenics session. It's a great way to prevent injury, also increase fluidity, increase mobility in the joints. Remember, motion is lotion. Another thing that I like doing, one of my goals that I'm really looking to accomplish here is that one arm chin up. I just always thought it's a great feat of strength and something that I'm really looking into pursuing in the next coming months. And this is just a drill I'm using for my pulling strength using that resistance band. Okay, so weighted calisthenics could be an effective way to improve absolute strength. Absolute strength refers to the maximum amount of force a muscle group can generate regardless of body weight. By adding external resistance through weights, you increase the intensity of that calisthenics exercise, which in turn can lead to gain absolute strength. So for example, if you're doing a pull-up, a great way to add some external resistance and challenge yourself even further is by adding weights to that. Or if you're doing dips, the same way, the body weight dip might become easier. So great way to challenge yourself and to challenge your nervous system is to now add a dip belt, add the weight to it, and now that external resistance, as long as with your own body weight, is gonna increase your chance of improving on that absolute strength. You can also use calisthenics in a sub-maximal way and attempt to not only gain strength but also activate growth between those muscle groups. So this is a great way to also increase your mass on your chest, on your back, your biceps, right? With weighted calisthenics. Pull-ups is such a compound movement where you're engaging your lats, you're engaging your back, your forearms, your biceps, right? So it's a great way to challenge those muscle groups. With the dips, you got your shoulders being challenged, your chest, right? Your triceps. So it's a great way to challenge yourself, right? So now, what do I mean by those sub-maximal efforts? So like, let's say you find your maximal attempt of the 1 rep or even 3 reps max on the weighted calisthenics. You would do a backup set, right? So you just drop the weight to a sub-maximal weight, let's say 70% of what that 1 rep max was, and then you up the rep ranges there, right? So you're still using that external force but at very less intensity, and you're just increasing the rep ranges and gaining that volume to help stimulate the growth and the response using these weighted calisthenics. Also, performing weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, or weighted push-ups challenges your muscles to lift a heavier load than your body weight, leading to increased strength gains. Over time, as you progressively increase the resistance, your muscles adapt, become stronger, and ultimately enhance your absolute strength. It's important to follow a structured training program and gradually increase the weight to continue making progress, improving your absolute strength through weighted calisthenics. Additionally, proper form, technique are crucial to prevent injury and maximize the benefits of this approach, right? So, in other words, right, there's this thing called progressive overload, right? So, don't make the mistake of ego lifting and, challenge yourself too soon, right? you might not even be there or ready to do weighted calisthenics, right? If you can't even do 5 pull-ups, then what are you doing adding weight to your calisthenics, right? I would say a good benchmark is with the pull-ups, can you do 10 pull-ups at least, right? 10 to 15 pull-ups at least before you even think about adding weighted calisthenics. Can you do anywhere from 10 to 15 dips before you even think about doing weighted calisthenics? Your push-ups, can you knock out a clip of at least 30 push-ups before you even think about putting a vest on and challenging yourself with the vest? So these are all things you want to think about when you're trying to get into weighted calisthenics. But in my opinion, it's the best way to increase that absolute strength. Yeah, so that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you liked the video. If you found any value from the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and done.